of how you feel about yourself. Okay? When you do things that you know you shouldn't be doing, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing it? I'm going to talk about me. Okay? I'm going to talk about myself because I know better. Don't mean I always do better. However, I know that when I do something, I know what I immediately need to do behind it to make myself feel better. But the body is a very forgiving vessel. It doesn't matter how sick you are, the body knows the pathway into being well. The body can always find its way back to wellness. But, and I'll say but, the body has laws. And you're going to either break them or you're going to abide by them. So one law of the body is that you must drink half your body weight in ounces. So if you're 300 pounds, no 300 pounders in here, but it's okay, it's no big deal, no judgment. My mama was 348, she was a big lady. So if you got 300 pounds on your body, you got to do 150 ounces of water. That's to keep from being dehydrated. So you need to walk around with water, okay? Your body needs the water to stay hydrated, and your organs need it to function, okay? Now, let's talk about the best way to do something bad. So you're going to do some bad stuff, okay? What's the best way to do it? How many vegetarians do I have in here? I'm half. I ain't all the way there. You know, I like fish. Okay, so it's okay. I don't preach you have to be a vegetarian, because even vegetarians get sick, okay? So if you're going to eat meat, please try not to eat it 7 days out of the week. You got to give your intestines some healing time, okay? Now, let's talk about the digestion time of foods. If you eat meat and you eat it with carbohydrates, come on, give me some food. What are we eating today? Give me some food. Come on.
Oxtails, rice, and peas.
Oxtails, rice, and peas.
Oh, that's
okay.
that is so good.
Okay. We got some Caribbean flavor up in here. So that and some cabbage. You got to put some veggies in there. So you got a protein and you have a carbohydrate, and it's cooked. So that means it takes 8 hours minimum for that food to digest. Okay? Now, we have to talk about the circadian rhythm before we talk about anything else. Everybody know about the circadian rhythm? Okay. The circadian rhythm is from 8 o'clock p.m. to 4 in the morning, your body's processing foods. From 4 to 12, your body is actually getting rid of the waste. You're breaking your fast. That's where the word breakfast came from, before they start giving y'all ham and cheese, omelets and stuff like that. That's not what it was intended for. Okay, so if you are eating breakfast like that, you're not giving yourself a chance to get the waste out, because the body can't do two things at a time. The body says, I'm doing one. This is the time for me to get rid of waste. So now you should be drinking juices, eating a little bit of fruit or some fiber to help, get the body's waste out.
Push it out.
So then we have from 12 to 8, and that's when you should be eating. How many of us eat after 8 o'clock? Okay? You broke the law. 8 o'clock, the body say, homeboy, it tasted good, but this is going to go on the next day because I can't digest it. And that's why sometimes we start to feel bloated and we start to get the itis. Anybody know anything about the itis? You know about the itis? Okay, you know about the itis? Okay, you said, okay. The itis, is anybody in here? The Negro-itis, you know what I'm saying? You done ate and now you tired and you just, falling off to sleep. And that's because you poorly combined your foods and you ate them at the wrong time, okay? So we have to be very careful of what time we're eating foods. So that's the circadian rhythm, okay? So then I'm gonna just look around, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, I see in here that everybody needs to put fiber inside their diet. Do we know what fiber is? What does it do? Helps you to get rid of what? It helps you to get rid of waste, right? Or you'll be full of, okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna do flaxseed meal. Everybody should be taking flaxseed meal or okra pods every single day, 2 tablespoons every day, every single day, to get your intestines, to get the waste out.
Repeat that one more time.
Okra pods or flaxseed meal.
Oh.
Take 2 tablespoons of it, okay, to get rid of the waste. Now, I'm going to give you a little tidbit. Now, I teach this in my classes, but I'm going to tell you. The body will tell you what foods you're not appropriating. So if you have broad shoulders, have you ever seen like athletes? Are they the ones with the broad shoulders? Okay? Athletes who have broad shoulders, they cannot break down protein. The thing they eat the most of. The body says, I can't do it. So that's protein. Now, if you have a midsection, which we all, well, a lot of us have, even I do, okay? If you have a midsection, that's the inability to break down carbohydrates. That's carbohydrates. Do we know what carbs are?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it sugar?
It's sugar. What carbohydrates, like rices? Okay,
Pasta,
what else?
pasta.
Pasta. Yeah. Those things convert to bread. They convert to sugar. And when your body, when you eat too much of it, then it starts to stay here. Now let's talk about Badiqua. You know, with the bottom side, okay? The BBL people, they want to put these BBLs in there, and I'm telling you, it's the inability to break down fat. I don't know why they want to do that, because they're just telling the world, look, I can't break down fat. But that's because you're eating too much fat in your diet, okay? And so we have to be careful of how we're doing what we're doing. When you know what your weakness is, that's the thing that you need to pay attention to the most, okay? But that's the thing that you crave. So we had to say some cravings in the house. What we craving?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh my gosh, that's
Ice
great.
cream.
Ice cream. Ooh.
Chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream. What else?
Pastries.
Cheesecake. Red. Ooh, that's the good stuff. So we got some chocolate ice cream. We got some red velvet. We got anybody else?
Pastries.
Pastries, macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Any other cravings? Come on, don't be shy.
Potato chips.
Potato chips? Okay.
Blast the man out there.
Popcorn.
The sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty. Anybody else want to give me something else they're craving? Because I'm about to read your cravings.
Wow.
The cravings actually mean something.
Wow.
Anybody else want to, step out in the middle of the street? Here come my car. Okay, so this is what it is. When you're craving something that is crunchy, or you're craving something that is like potato chips, it means you got so much stress in your body.
Foreign objects.
You trying to work it out, because you can't work it out no other way. So you're going to get that innocent bag of popcorn or potato chips, and you're going to crunch the hell out of it. Because you're trying to get that stress out of your body. Okay? Now for my sweet tooth, this person, this is written, this is Dr. Africa stuff I'm just telling. It's the inability to receive love or to give it. And it could be from your community.
Wow.
It could be the fact that you got the best information in the world and nobody wants to hear it. And
Wow.
it comes in a lot of different shapes and forms. You got it? You want to give it?
Chocolate, you said?
Chocolate, sweets,
Inability to
Sweets.
receive love.
sweets.
Wow.
Okay?
I need love in my life.
Well, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, and I put it like this. We all want our culture and our community to be well,
It's true.
okay?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
But it would be so good if you would come before you had a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Can we do some preventative learning? Let's not do it after the train wrecks, okay? So that's sugar. Salt. And I know some salty people in here, but she said sweet and salty. Salt. Anger.
Wow.
Mad as hell.
Wow.
Hot foods. How many people here eat hot foods?
Love spicy.
Spicy. You just mad,
Angry.
angry, and you can't slap them. You can't say what you want to say to them.
Most of them from the Caribbean.
And so you about to just take it out on that hot sauce.
Wow.
Hot pepper shake.
Okay? I used to carry hot sauce in my purse. Okay? I'm just saying. I was like, oh no. My husband used to say, guess you working on some of that anger problem. Anger management in the bottom. Okay? So what you actually crave actually speaks. Your body speaks to you constantly. It tells you what it needs. How many of us don't sleep? How many of us don't sleep? You go to sleep and you wake up tired. Working in your sleep. Go to sleep and you're thinking about what you got to do, what's next. We have to get to the point where you shut it off, because that causes sickness. Now, I'm just going to say this and then I'm going to end it, because I don't want to talk too long. Stress will kill you. But how? You hear it all the time, right?
Yes.
Everything that's going on in the world right now wants us to be stressed. Physiologically, when your body's under stress, your digestion system cannot digest foods. You can't digest foods. So that's heartburn, that's gas, and then that's acid reflux, and then that you being over acid, that's stress. Okay? So when the digestive system turns off, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It means the body says, to get out of stress, I can't bother the digestive system around, I need to get the body out of stress. Some of us have been under stress for years. So how can your body heal when the digestive system is not actually working? The immune system cannot fight disease. Okay? Your body heals itself, but under stress, the immune system says, hey, I got to get this person out of stress. So I ain't got time to fight the disease. Reproductive system. Male and female reproductive system, which shows up in a lot of different ways. Your prostate, your uterus, fibroids, all these things, heavy periods, impotency, all this stuff comes from stress. Okay? And so it's not that it doesn't work, it's that your body's consumed so much of the stress that the reproductive system can't do what it needs to do. And the last thing I'll say to you is the excretory system. You're not getting rid of waste. So you're just a walking trash can. Because the body can't get rid of it, because it's not worried about the trash system inside your body, because it's actually worried about getting you out of stress. Watch what you watch on TV. Watch what you're told. Watch what you think. Because what you see, you eat. What you hear, you eat. Watch this telephone. They've given us the ability to stay constantly stressed by having a phone in our hand. Just because you got a phone don't mean you have to answer it. Okay? People want to call you all times of the day and night. We have to start putting some brakes on this, because it's actually that the phone has the radiation that we're not talking about. We're going to start getting diseases.
Dr. Stevenson, I just wanted to, we're going to put her presentation on a slight pause, because we have a guest that was supposed to, Dr. Shagun Shabaka was supposed to present a little bit before we showed the East, but because of the change in schedule, we just wanted to give him a second to talk about the movie and where you could get it, at least, so we're not showing it tonight.
Okay.
So Dr. Shabaka.